somebody was like, dude, you know what would be cool? Kiss. And everybody was like, yeah, Kiss. As soon as I was like, you know what, I might buy this, but let's see what other colors they're gonna have. Of course it's Silver Burst. They have to do this to me. They have to do this to me. You know what I mean? They have to get me. They have to want me to buy this thing, right? Ah, man, this is gorgeous. Suburban Noise label is here, so this is a showcase. This is very important for us. So be on the lookout for that. With that all being said, let's get into the first shootout. Schecter has put out a brand new MGK signature model. Now we've seen this guitar and we kind of knew it was going to be a thing eventually, and I really didn't really care. But just in recent events, you know, this gentleman seems to be in the news a lot lately. You know, for better or for worse, depending on who you ask. But yeah, man, here we are. A brand new signature model for MGK. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy this guitar. Alright, next up we have what is probably one of my most notable and most famed guitars, if you will. Guitar I use all the time, my 1978 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Had this thing for about 2 years now. Had a ton of problems with it when I first got it. You guys know those stories already. But yeah, man, this thing is awesome. And once I got it up and running and got it fixed from Ron at Arpeggio down just outside of Philadelphia, once he set it up and got it fixed for me and got it playing well, I use it all the time, man. I use this guitar so much. It's like, you know, one of the guitars that is synonymous with me, or I think it is. And yeah, man, I use this 78 Les Paul Custom all the time, and it's one of my truest and just most, it's one of my, what am I trying to say? It's one of my most sentimental guitars and one that I truly love the most. That's what I was trying to say. Had a brain fart there for a second. But yeah, man, 78 Les Paul Custom. One of my most celebrated and well-known guitars is my Jim Root Strat from 2014 with the 2018 neck. I took the neck off of the maple one, put the ebony one on and switched it, and yeah, man, this thing has been all over the place. This is one of the most used guitars I've ever had, and I love how all the paint from the West Borland videos, both the black and the red/pink now, paint is still there, and you know, people are giving me so much crap for that, but now look at this thing. This thing is an awesome guitar, and it's not fake relic, it's real relic. This started happening in 2020 from constantly dinging it, taking it out of the rack over there, but also too, as it would heat up and get like 90, 100 degrees up here in July, it was just starting to wear. And so now it's just like, it's becoming like just an awesome iconic guitar. And yeah, I love it, man. So Jim Root Strat, love this thing. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news, and it literally just dropped like 2 seconds ago. What we already kind of knew to be true is in fact true, and it's probably the biggest news in the guitar world in 2021. Dave Mustaine is officially with Gibson. Let's talk about it.
Well, that's just great. You hear that, Ray? Bears. Now you're putting the whole channel in jeopardy.
So sit back, enjoy the tones, enjoy the riffs, enjoy hanging out with me. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Let's get into all that right now. But as you see on the box, yes, this is from Donner Effects. Oh, it's a spider! Oh shit! Oh shit! Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special moment for me personally. We have a guitar to unbox, and I am so thankful for this moment. I'll explain here in a short while, but let's get into it. Here, first off, but Rob Chapman hit me up and said, "Hey, what's your address?" For no reason, wink, wink. That is, when I read that, my heart sank, in the sense this is like the guy that started what I'm doing right now, one of, if not the first OG in the whole guitar social media game, reached out and wanted to do something nice for me. Is the kindest thing of oh my goodness, dude. Oh, look at this thing. Yo. I might start crying, man.
because my life is dope and I do dope.
You guys ever see Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta opens up the briefcase and it's like, and they say, Vincent, we happy? Oh, we happy. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a 7-string Delos in Silver Burst. Oh my goodness, man. Man, enough rambling. Let's jam, shall we? So let's get into everything that I just described right now. Everything that I just described right now. Now, starting off with the Billy Corgan signature Strat. Now, upon this first picture, you might be thinking, well, this doesn't look like a Billy Corgan or like a regular Strat. It looks like a Jim Root Strat. Well, what happened was when they were filming the Sulphur video, the white one wasn't out in production yet, so they basically just like, you know, modified a Billy Corgan Strat, threw in some EMGs and a pickguard, and just kind of made it look like Jim Root's white Strat, even though it wasn't out yet. So that's a cool little story, and I think most people know this by now, but still kind of a fun little thing, you know? Up next, we have two Gibson Flying Vs. We have a black one and a white one. Now, this picture right here is my own picture that I saw him when I did the interview 2 years ago. He was rocking this white V, but I've also seen the black V during the All Hope Is Gone era back in like early 2009. So it's okay. So I got a lot to show you. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into some tones right now. Uh-oh. Man, we got some news to talk about. Is Kirk Hammett leaving ESP? Is he going with Gibson? Is he just doing a one-off custom with Gibson? I don't know, man, but it's just fun to talk about and it's fun to speculate. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm finally going to talk about this guitar. Ernie Ball, Music Man, about a week and a half ago, released ultimately the best silver burst guitar I've ever seen in my life, and I want to talk about it, finally. I'm a little late to the party, but better late than never, right? Let's get into it. This guitar was released on July 30th, and this Instagram picture was posted, and it just blew me away. This guitar is gorgeous, man. What's interesting is this guitar is limited to 75 pieces around the world. That's it, 75, less than 100. So it's a very rare guitar, it's a very special guitar, and if you have the dough, I highly recommend picking it up, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious topic and a serious breaking news story. And yeah, I don't even know really how to start this video, but yeah, man, the Dimebag Darrell estate is suing Dean Guitars, and it's heavy duty. Along and put your thoughts down below. I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot. It'd help out the channel, and the engagement is always welcome. Like I said 10 minutes ago, whatever. I really sincerely appreciate all of your professionalism and just kind-heartedness. It really does resonate with me, and it's everything that I'm trying to do with this channel. Just keep it positive and spread some joy and spread some kindness. So seriously, thank you so much for that. Can Gold Glory do metal? We're about to find out. Let's get into it. That sounds kick-ass, dude. Hey everybody, just a quick tone demonstration on why I think vintage guitars sound better than anything that comes out in the modern day era. Something about the way that the pickups are wired, or something about the way that the guitar ages. I don't know what it is, but something about these things really just makes your guitar tone stand out better than anything in the modern era. And I have a quick little rig and a quick little demonstration to show you guys what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? Slowly be like, oh, I'm getting tattooed.
You know, I've always told myself I need to get one of these.
They're cool.
And still have not yet to do it.
Up on your screen right now, let's address the big one, in my opinion, the big one. The Fender Player Plus series from Fender. I don't know, man, it seems like Fender has like a new line of guitars like every single year, which is kind of cool. And you know, me being a dumb guitar player is always just like, oh, you know, like enamored by the new shiny thing of the week, right? And I think we can all kind of relate. And you know, it's just fun to check out new things, even though on paper it's kind of like just a recycled, rehashed, retooled thing. So I got a lot to show you. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into some tones right now. Can the Acapulco Gold from Earthquaker Devices do drop F? Let's get into it. Ed, let's get into everything that I have to show you right now. My number one album is Nevermind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols. I first heard this album when I was like 6 years old, I think. My dad put it on. My dad was a huge Johnny Rotten fan, Sex Pistols fan. And I just remember, again, kind of like the common theme I've been saying this whole video. I remember hearing this album as a little kid. And, you know, the lyrical content, there's some stuff in there that, like, again, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old shouldn't be listening to. And, you know, while it is intense, aggressive, and in your face, there's a level of class and a level of professionalism, at least in my opinion, with Nevermind the Bollocks. And as I get older and as I got older, I understood the album more and more. And, you know, for a bunch of punks that could barely play their instrument, it's actually a really intelligent album, in my opinion. It's just like it actually, you know, says some things, you know, actually has a message and actually has a theme and it has something to say. And yeah, just match that with just like iconic riffs, awesome guitar tones, insane vocal performances, we'll call it. It's just like, it's a crazy album, man. I just feel like that album is tough as nails, and it's just like a big attitude, and I love it so much, man. So yeah, just that album just reminds me of my dad. I wish he was still here so I could listen to it with him, but I just love the attitude and the message behind Nevermind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols. Just iconic album, man. Classic album.
Check out my crew, Young Man, performing inside. Go hit them up.
So what's up, everybody? I am on the New Jersey Turnpike. It is Saturday, October 23rd, 2021, and I am going to be playing my first ever festival. My name's Ray, it's nice to meet y'all. I'm on my way to band practice with Concrete Dream because, well, we need to practice, but also too, man, the reason why I'm doing this is, as the title suggests, we are starting to rehearse for an LA trip, some LA shows. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing some guitar hunting in Nashville, Tennessee at Rumble Seat Music. Let's get into it. Because at the end of the day, I've never seen a mosh pit from a guitar solo, but I've seen an abundance of mosh pits from awesome riffs.
You know, we all had this vision, like, you know what? Yeah, we could take this metal, we could take the gent, we could take progressive, we could take rock and roll, we could take all this stuff and blend it. And we're all inspired by different styles of music. Like, look, my guitar player got a TLC shirt on.
Yeah, hell yeah!
And then he got a Deftones tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all very heavily inspired by different genres.
Absolutely. gonna talk loud and talk quick. We are at the Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood, California. We're running late because we gotta do load in, so we're gonna load in right now, but we finally made it to California, man. Hey everybody, so I've been seeing a lot of haters saying that this amplifier sounds hunky and fizzy, and honestly, after owning it now for 24 hours, I can certainly see what the haters are talking about. Check this out. See what I'm saying?